Mr. Sharp, your name?
Sir,
I need probation in here, Emily. So this was taken under 7694A. And I sentenced him on April 3 of 25. I gave him 6 months probation, 12 domestic violence program with 12-week follow-up, no contact with Alexis Myers, no firearms, dangerous weapons. I said he was to surrender to the court on the first business day following his release from custody, because I believe he went out and picked up another charge. And I have, it looks like
All right, buckle up, because this is not just another probation hearing. What starts as a routine compliance check quickly unravels into a disturbing timeline of ignored court orders, repeated violence, and a judge clearly wrestling with how much mercy is too much. At the center of this case is Mr. Sharp, a defendant already on probation, accused of assaulting a pregnant woman, violating no-contact orders, and failing to complete court-mandated treatment. As the judge digs deeper, contradictions emerge, accountability is questioned, and the courtroom is forced to confront a brutal reality. When court orders are ignored, who really pays the price? Stay with us, because this case takes a serious turn.
I have the following: failure to refrain from violating a law, being convicted of 3 different counts. And this was a guilty plea September 29th. He was convicted on July 3 of 25 with assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder, domestic violence, and or assault on a pregnant individual. Second offense, knowingly assaulting or assaulting and battering a pregnant individual, and then failing to refrain from having contact, direct or indirect, with Alexis Myers. So when I took those pleas September 29th, I said I wanted to show up in person, and that's where we are. Your name? What was the sentence on that? Can you tell me? Do you know?
Judge, he's serving 3 years probation. Probation is going to go to his March of 2028. But in the interim, while that case was pending, and I understand it's not for this case, he was in custody for 86 days until that matter got resolved, which was this year in 2025.
Do we have proof of that? Yep. Can you
I have the full order of probation from.
Can you give it to me, please, or tell me what's in it? Does it in fact indicate that he had 86 days credit coming?
Yes, and he got sentenced July 16th of 25 with 3 months probation. It looks like his terms included mental health treatment and then a domestic violence or battered intervention program. It says that he must complete cognitive behavioral therapy program, can't change his residence, no contact with the victim, can't have a weapon, maintain employment, 50 hours of community service, it says, in lieu of fees. And then it does state on here he has an 83-day jail credit. And all 3 counts were taken under high.
Well, I just want you to know his status has been revoked on this case. So this conviction, I revoked his status back on 7694A status. Back on March the 20th. Is there anything you want? So I'm going to sentence him anew here, and we'll go from there. Did he do his domestic violence program?
So I actually reached out to them last week as of September.
I'm talking about the domestic violence program with 12-week follow-up that I ordered.
Okay, so when he was in custody for those 83 days, he lost credit for what he already had.
I don't know what that means.
Like, she made him start the program all over. Because
How long had he gone before the offense date on July the 3rd?
2 or 3, if I remember.
So here's the problem. So
Yes,
I'm going to sentence you brand new now. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I ordered you back in August of 24 to go to the domestic violence program with 12-week follow-up. At some point, I must have ordered him not to have contact with her, right?
I think we talked about that last time. I put contact and it
It's
actually.
actually violation, no assault of abusive or intimidating behavior. What really troubles me here is maybe, just maybe, if you'd have done the program when I told you to, maybe this new offense wouldn't have occurred. How tall are you?
6'1",
How much do you weigh?
85,
How much does Alexis Myers weigh?
50,
How tall is she?
7.
You think that's a fair fight? I don't either. I don't either. Not that anybody should be fighting. But I'm just having a real hard time. I always have a hard time grasping, particularly when it's really, how do I say this? I don't understand a man putting his hands on a woman at any point. And I sure don't understand a man putting his hands on a woman just unprovoked and doing this type of thing. I always kind of think, geez, maybe you should go pick on the heavyweight champion. You know, that's my feeling. Or whoever the WWF champion is now, or UCF, or whatever they got going on. So what do? I mean, I could say to myself, well, he served 83 days. I could say that. But I could also say, he wouldn't have had to serve 83 days, and maybe he wouldn't have been convicted if he'd have done what I told him to do in the beginning. Give me a first page of the register. Did he pay all his fines?
Yeah, everything's done except for the class. He completed the intake and as of last week, he had 6 weeks of follow-up, so he has 6 weeks left.
What judge was he in front of in Detroit? Was that in Detroit?
Yeah.
What judge were you in front of?
Virginia Thomas.
I mean, you seem like a respectful kid. Why you've got such an anger thing going on, I don't know. She was pregnant, right?
Yes.
Did you know that? You didn't know? Was it your child? Yes. It was your child, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't your child?
Yeah.
And you didn't know she was pregnant? No?
Sir.
Do we have the victim's phone number?
Probably in, I don't know if it's up to date, but it's in the police.
Would you go see if you can get a hold of her and ask her to zoom in, please? Just have a seat 1 second. I'll be right back with you. Thank you. Velocity versus Jessica Ochelek. 2501828. Another preacher.
Richard Podium. Richard Podium.
Good morning. Do you have a pretrial order? Your name now?
Jessica O'Shalley.
Counsel,
Yes, Christopher Royce, P 49102 on behalf of plaintiff.
did you guys talk about this?
We did. In fact, there has been a settlement agreement in place and Municipal Shallot has been paying on it. We just were unable to get paperwork signed into the court. So we signed a new one this morning.
Can I see it?
Yes.
Okay, so it's for 827,415, and you have to make monthly payments of 281 beginning on May the 30. You already started paying those?
Yes.
Those have been made.
And then continuing on before the same day of the month, each month, and ending on March 30th, 27. And then one payment of 259 on or before April 30. Why didn't you guys send this to me before? I hate to sign judgments or orders that are pertain to payments that are retroactive.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it here. Ma'am, is that the agreement?
Yes.
You agree to that?
Yes.
You sign this?
Yes, sir.
She's been making her payments?
Yes.
I'm just gonna ask you guys, I'm not saying you in particular, but anybody, I mean, from your office or what have you, or other offices, I'd just like to have the paperwork before they start paying. I'll go ahead and sign it. You're all set. If you want to go down the hall, he'll bring the file down and he'll give you both a copy, okay? Any questions, ma'am?
No, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Counselor. Khalid, Mohammed Umair Khalid versus Chen Young, 2503681.
Yeah.
Right to the podium.
Are you Mohammed Khalid? Who's Mohammed Khalid?
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah.
the podium.
Is Mohammed Khalid here? How you doing? Why am I getting this?
Still got her.
No,
Okay.
I've not had, he's out of state and was supposed to be zooming in, I assumed. But I do not have him on Zoom.
Well, it was scheduled for 10:30. Do you want to try and call him, please? John, do you have his phone number down there?
I can look on the original papers,
I'll
Judge.
give it to you right now. 313-898-1917.
Okay, I will try calling.
Thank you. Ma'am, just have a seat 1 second, if you will, please. Thank you. Were you back on that other case? Okay, what'd she say?
I called the number in each police report and they're both disconnected. That's the only phone number I have for her.
All right, recalling Faraz Sharp. 24G700688. Name again?
Sir.
I would like to see no.
Is there anything else anybody wants to say?
Judge,
Pardon?
if I may,
Yeah,
Judge, given the serious nature of the violation, had Mr. Sharp not served those 83 days, I think likely outcome that he would.
Shut this damn thing off.
wait a minute, guys, you gotta, I'm sorry. Be likely out.
Would have just been a jail sentence for closing the file, but he did do those 83 days. He is under felony probation now, and if he were to go amiss or violate anyway, now he's facing felony consequences. He is engaged in the program. He's got 2 good jobs, so nearly 22, is that right? He's a truck driver, but he also has kind of a specialized job. He's a video game shop. So he's kind of at a crossroads in his life, but he does have an opportunity to get things turned around. There is a penalty, of course, in the violation that this conviction's already been entered. But I would ask the court,
I understand your argument.
I would just ask the
I
court
know.
to sentence to a concurrent probation with the felony probation is going to be.
Do you have the police report on the felon?
Yes, I actually put it on the blue back. You should have it. I made a copy for you and give you.
Oh. Just I just want you, and I understand what you're arguing there, and I give you kudos. And I'm certainly not going to disagree with it, what anybody else did. We all had different perspectives. All I know is he's on probation of me. I ordered him to do something. He didn't do it. And then he went out and he was acting like a bully again. Did you get a chance to look at this police report?
I don't. Give a little off of this, or made a reference.
Let me just read this to you. The officer was dispatched to a location. The caller, the victim, was advised she was choked by her ex-boyfriend and was waiting in her car for police arrival. On arrival, dispatch advised Sharp was leaving toward the front of the complex where I just parked. Sharp appeared to be in a hurry and attempted to walk past myself and another officer. I advised he was detained and he was handcuffed to the rear. The other officer searched him for weapons and contraband with negative results. I made contact with Myers and I immediately noticed redness around her neck and an abrasion under her left eye. She advised the following: they have 2 children together and she is currently a few months pregnant. An argument ensued over her car. He wanted to use the car. She said no. He was asked to leave, instead took a shower. Another argument ensued. He hit her with a damp washcloth across her left face and chest. She ran downstairs and threatened to call 911. He met her at the bottom of the steps. Rear neck choked her for approximately 10 seconds until she almost lost consciousness. She was then slammed to the ground. He then let her go and said, "Are you going to listen now?" He then grabbed her by the neck with one hand and choked her against the couch. He let her go and she grabbed her 2 children and called 911 while waiting in the car. She declined medical treatment. She sustained an abrasion under her left eye, abrasion on her right cheekbone, back of her neck was reddish in color, front of her, we have a handprint that was reddish in color. I mean, I'm kind of having a hard time with this. Actually, you know what I did? Now I see what happened.
You entered the.
I entered the conviction, sentenced him on April 3. Okay, thank you. This one was confusing. I entered the conviction on April the 3. And
Now, this one was up on October 3rd, off of the new sentence, so.
we didn't violate him before
Because of that.
because of the fact that there was no conviction, I believe is what happened, correct? Am I right or wrong? This one was so strange.
I think he was in custody around that April date.
He was. And then you sentenced him and he got out, when did you get out? May 2nd.
But he was on probation at the time of the initial assault. And I'm talking about the subsequent assault on the victim with the GBH case, assaulting a pregnant individual.
Yeah, he's got on probation August 6th of 24 here. And then he was convicted. You entered conviction on April or sentenced on, after he went through it and sentenced him April 3rd of 25. And the offense date from the Third Circuit case is October 17th of 24.
So I misspoke. I'm gonna sentence him on the probation violation, okay? I can't get over the fact that did I let you finish, everybody? Everybody, do you want to say anything? You want to say anything? I'm asking him, I mean. I can't get over the fact that you didn't do the program. And I still think if you'd have done the program, probably this wouldn't have happened. That's why we send you to programs. Programs are to rehabilitate you. They're not to put you through extra work just because we can sit and laugh about it. And you didn't do it. He did not do that before I ordered him to do that back in August of 24.
Well, I had something that I didn't want to add.
Go ahead.
And it looks like there was only, maybe a few weeks, maybe it was a short of 2 months between the sentencing and when that next event happened, the felony attack. It was a relatively short time. And one of the things with these kind of situations, and sometimes the treatment counseling has to do with an anger management issue, but I'm referencing something else that was told, learned along the way, and that's that good. It's not always exactly an anger problem. Someone pointed out to me once, people who do this kind of thing don't often hit their bosses. They have some element. Don't hit their bosses. They hit women, but they don't hit their bosses. So it's not exactly uncontrollable anger, that it's more to do with gender relationships, dominance, that control, those kind of issues. And it's a very specialized kind of counseling.
Which I ordered the domestic violence.
Ordered, but this happened
2.5 months.
very close, pretty close time. And these lessons take time to be absorbed. Even had he done it, he may not have been in a place where he had been rehabilitated by that. What I'm getting to is that at this point, now he's got a felony case. He's got to go through the same kind of retraining. He did deservedly serve jail time along the way, because you can't excuse what was done. But 83 days isn't nothing either. And ultimately, he's got to go through this training somewhere or some court, and hopefully it'll have the desired impact. But I'd ask the court to hold off on any further sanctions until he completes that, and we can see where he is and see if he does improve from the person he was before.
Let me see something here.
And he is in another program now with Third Circuit, his parole officer did confirm that for me.
I mean, I could extend probation.
And Jeff, that's what he's looking for, because he's going to be on probation for the next almost 3 years anyway.
All right. I'll tell you what. Your lawyer just kept you out of jail, son. I'm not sure I'm doing the right thing here or not, but here's what I'm doing. Give me the small whiteout, please. Probation is extended for a period of 6 months. You're to pay additional costs of 75, additional probation fees of 120, and your probation now will go until pardon? Should be April the 3rd of 26. Defendant to serve 30 days jail commencing on 3/1 is March 1. What day of the week is that, Jennifer? Can you hear me? Jennifer, can you hear me?
Sorry, Judge. My headset keeps disconnecting on me.
Is March 1 a day of the week? Is it a Monday through Friday, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
The 2nd is Monday.
All right, here's what I'm doing. Probation is extended for 6 months. You're to pay additional costs of 75, additional probation fees of 120. You are to complete the domestic violence program, and you are to appear here to serve 30 days commencing on March the 2nd. I will suspend that and make you not do that, or not require you to do that if you're otherwise compliant. You do these things, you comply with probation and the circuit court and everything else. We're going to give you a jail start date, Jennifer. Make sure that Lisa knows what I'm talking about here.
A jail start date.
Jail start date of March the 2nd at 8:30. He's to appear. Court will consider suspending that if defendant compliant, and you're to complete the domestic violence program. I'm going to give you 2 weeks to pay this. If you have the money today, that's fine. If you don't, you're going to pay on this case by November the 4th. I hope I'm doing the right thing. I mean, I want to be understanding of the fact that he's served 86 days or 83 days, and that, he'd already served 19 on this case. So if they'd have run concurrent, I couldn't give him any more time. But I'm still troubled. I'm really troubled that you did what you did. That's the sentence of the court. You fully understand it. Any questions? Thank you, Mr. Haynes.
In the end, this case lands in a difficult middle ground. The judge extends probation, imposes additional fees, mandates completion of the domestic violence program, and orders a 30-day jail sentence, one that may be suspended if full compliance is achieved. It's a ruling shaped by both accountability and restraint, acknowledging time already served while emphasizing that continued violations won't be tolerated. The broader message is clear. Probation is a privilege, not a loophole. Rehabilitation requires participation, not excuses. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think the court struck the right balance here, or was this defendant given one chance too many? If you found this case as intense as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.